Hello, this is Mark Flopsy Shepherd once again, and welcome back to the NeoLemmix Introduction Pack 2020 edition by Eco2Lots. In the previous video, we only got 4 levels done, 13, 14, 15 and 16. They're all pretty good levels though, to be fair. I wasn't particularly a fan of the Digger Basher Tunnel one, but Digger Basher staircase trick, but had to be there because you have to teach people about it. So now we're going to do basic training 2, level 17. Double down. 20 lemmings, 23 to be saved. Cloners clone every attribute of a lemming. This includes permanent and non-permanent skills. Now let's experiment with this and get more value out of all skills. Need a single stacker that blocks both ways at once? No problem. You have only one climber but need way more? We've got you covered. Need a glider to go the other way? Send in a clone. Also, it is possible to assign bombers or stoners to a climber in mid-climb. Yeah, I knew that anyway. I had to think about that then. Okay, so what he means by this trick is you do a stacker and then you clone it, and then what happens is you end up with with 2 stackers next to each other containing the lemmings. Might be handy to assign the climber and the glider at the same time. Okay, so we need 2 of them. See what I said about triathletes? If you have 3 permanent skills, which are the climber, swim and glider, they end up saying triathlete. I think to add to that as well, I think if it's got 4 permanent skills, it's called ex-athlete, I think. It's called an ex-athlete. Now, you might be wondering, why aren't we bombing through this one-way wall? Because it's actually easier to... It's a good point, actually. Might be a back route in this. Perhaps we should be focusing on getting these lemmings out of trouble as well while we're doing this. I think we'll be able to ascertain where it's a back route in a little bit. Oh, I see how you do it. Clone him first. And do that. That way they've got 2 builders going in either direction. Don't think this will work actually. Yeah, I think Eco2Lots got this covered because we only got a miner to free the crowd with, and that's not going to work. The idea was we were going to bash through here and then just go straight to the exit, but Eco2Lots way too smart for that. I don't think you let a back route like that slip by. So we're going to delete the bomber, and we're going to delete the other bomber, and we're going to overlay another bomber, so we can just keep these cloners going rather than have to reassign everything. Okay, so we'll add an assignment in here. So we've got to try and do this without a maybe I shouldn't have cloned when I did. Maybe I should clone here. So which means I've got to do everything again. It's just we need a cloner for the later section as well. Okay, that's bad. We didn't even turn them into gliders and climbers. Can't have that now, can we? Okay, I'm really overcomplicating this level. Not really thinking. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, that's bad because need to split those lemmings up a bit. Okay, that's a bit better. It's just we can't have that lemming fall. Although technically he would not splat, I don't think. Oh, I think he would splat actually, because he's just outside of the splat ruler. So now we clone as he's going down. He should go to the exit, and this guy should mine the rest of the path out. And again, we need to clone. So that's the importance of having all cloners available. Okay, we won't bash them out yet, purely because the tunnel's not complete. But now we can. And we're going to make sure we use directional select to get them out the right way. So that's a useful use for directional select there. Okay, that was a good level, that was, and well done on me not backrouting it. I did try though. You got to give me credit for trying. Okay, combine and conquer. Basic training 2, level 18. 10 lemmings, 9 to be saved. Constructive skills can be used to create terrain for destructive skills. With this method, they can go on way longer and get more work done. A platform at the right height can keep a basher going. A well-placed builder keeps a miner or fencer going. A digger doesn't care if he digs through natural terrain or a stacker. I think you get the idea. Okay. Okay, so I think basically what he's trying to drum in is we've got to make it such that we get through all this in one basher. It's quite hard, but you just put a stacker in the middle of this, because if you look, the lemming will now go through both walls because of the stacker being there, because the basher assumes that there's still wall there. And if we use the platformer here as well, it might keep it going even longer. Let's just find out, shall we? Okay, maybe. Okay, it's not quite in the right place. Maybe it needs to be a little bit higher. Okay, there we go. Look, if you see it now, it actually bashes through the third wall as well that the climber's just climbing up. So now we need to stone the climber to make it to go through all 4 walls. And it actually does, look. See, before that whole basher shadow thing was put on, we would have had to do all the guesswork to see if it worked or not, and that just involved a lot of trial and error on screen. Okay, so now we've got to... So now he's doing the miner trick. And obviously the platformer's there to stop us going any further. So this is actually a very good trick if you've not seen it already. It's nice to get the builder nice and snugly up against the wall like that, because it really helps with this trick getting executed correctly. Because I'll show you why. If you have it here, look, it's too rough on the edge to get the miner down. Because what we're going to do is we've got to get the miner through the builder bridge as well. So the more diagonal you can make it, the more smooth you can make the diagonal. Like that, look. Yeah, see, look. You want 3 bricks on the top, ideally. You need the fit. You want as many pixels on each part of the bridge as possible. You don't want a flat top, if that makes sense. So now we collect the platformer and the miner, and so watch this. Look. Notice how the miner will carry on going through. And if you're very good, you won't even take out any of the builder bridge at all. The miner will just keep going. And it's not actually shaving anything off the builder bridge. Watch it now that the lemmings don't get up. Oh, they do get up, that's good. Okay. So for this now, look, it's showcasing the digger trick now. So we want the digger. We don't want to do the digger yet because it will stop early otherwise. You just want to put the stacker in a place, and then we want to put the digger on top of the stacker. Like that, so it carries on going through it and then carries on through the next floor as well. So this is a very good trick. This is a very good level that showcased all three tricks. I reckon the bit at the beginning is the hardest. But once you got that bit done, the second bit might be difficult to set up if you've not done it before. But the last one's just a given, especially since Lico2Locked went through the trouble of explaining it. Okay, basic training 2, level 19, fancy fencer, 10 lemmings, 10 to be saved. So, going off what the previous level said, I've actually got a level in Seblems that's actually exactly like this level, really. It's called Crash Course 3, I think. It's actually the 3rd level in Paradise. So I'm very familiar with the trick used in this level. And if you use the fencer, you can get a rough measurement of where the fencer will be. So we want to get the digger down here. Will that be good enough? We'll just have a look. Yeah, that's fine. Notice how the fencer carries on to the next section, look. So we want to get it all done in one. And we want to assign a floater as well, ideally. And again, if we look at the fencer, we want to get like just to the right of these books here. Okay, so we've gone down a little too far there. I'm actually going to get my ruler out for this. I'm actually holding my ruler against the screen now. And it's my Sonic the Hedgehog ruler as well. Such a kid, aren't I? Okay, so that should be spot on. I think it's spot on. Yeah, it is spot on. I actually did it such that none of the builders get anything shaved off them as well. Don't think anything got shaved off the second one at least. Okay, so another nice level there. I'm just running out of battery. I'm just going to plug it in quickly. Okay. So on to level 20, equal distribution, basic training to level 20. 20 lemmings, 22 to be saved. This is actually not very, this is actually a lemmings 2 space level again. Be informed here that cloned skills like builders or miners also have a skill shadow. Also, you might want to wait a few frames before cloning certain skills. For example, a cloned miner creates a smaller tunnel if cloned slightly later. Okay, I did not know that. Okay, so we do the shimmy trick now. And they will stop automatically as well, which is good. Oh, I see what's going to happen here. So while that's going on, we need to set a lemming up this side as well. So this is where the W key comes in handy again. It's because now we can work on the other side in unison. I think it's good that the lemming turns around as well because it stops him climbing up to the exit. So the other shimmy has just been assigned now. So that shimmy is a little bit ahead. Wow, that's pretty much perfect, nearly. Just because of the positioning of those two builders is actually pretty much perfect. So the other lemming will now do a cloned builder. Okay, which didn't quite reach for some reason. Actually, it doesn't matter, does it? Oh, it does matter actually, because they've got to have a... Am I overlooking something here? Okay. It's just the builders I didn't quite go far enough. Let's have another look at that. No, they didn't go far enough. Oh yeah, Echo2Lot said something about having a cloned minus slightly later. Okay, so we need to change that minus slightly. Okay, so have the builder bridges of slightly differing lengths. This level is very precise. It doesn't need to be this precise. Wow, that is so precise. I mean, it ended up working, but that is super precise. Okay, so we did need the floaters at the end because they're going to splat otherwise. Wow, that was so precise. Okay, so I don't know how many levels we've got exactly left. So let me have a look. We've actually got two levels left, I think. Is it 2? Yeah, it's 2. Okay. Right, I'll try and get them done and just fit them on the end of this video because I know we're running a bit into overtime now. But I want to get this rank done now, just to move on to the next one. So special staircase, basic training 2, level 21, 1 lemming, 1 to be safe. The fact that walkers can interrupt most skills at any point leads to a lot of possibilities. Builds and platforms can be stopped early to cut them short. Interrupting stackers can get you to a higher place instead of creating a wall. The most interesting thing is the introduction of miners, bashers and fences. By interrupting them mid-stroke when they have not yet fully carved out the new tunnel part, you can create new ways to get higher. Try all this around and observe. Mastering this will be a great benefit. Okay. It's actually intended being able to fence up both those bits. Sure it is. So interrupting that mid skill was probably a benefit. So that's interrupting a builder clearly. Okay, so clearly the fencer was intended for the last part of the level. Should have known better. So as you can see, look, I'm just interrupting all the skills mid-stroke, and you'll see that they actually create a way of getting up the terrain. It's actually very something you probably won't even notice on your own, which is all good. So the interesting ones with the fencer here, because you end up interrupting the fencer mid-stroke such that he won't actually perforate through the floor above. So wait until he's done that and then see how the floor's still intact so the lemming can still walk to the exit. That might be the bit that gets people stuck on this level, to be honest, I reckon, if anything did. So now we're on to the last level, the rank, and it's a starlight level again, so hopefully it works. I didn't expect there to be 2 starlight levels in this pack. Stepping up to the stars, basic training 2, level 22. 10 lemmings, 10 to be saved. So now we've got to take what we used and make it into something that's workable. Okay, that's not good. Let's just try and figure this out. Maybe it's just turning the lemming around. Okay, so it's pretty obvious this is the fencer trick again that we just used in the previous level. So that's probably a good time to use the trick. There we go. Just as long as there's 6 pixels there, it will work between the lemming's feet and the ledge above. So now we've got to so it's just basically taking what was in the previous level and just improving upon it a bit. Crap, we might actually need the stacker here. Yeah, we will need the stacker here, so I have to do it all again. I think it's just a case of taking a basher tunnel and just cutting it off early. I hope it is anyway. Gives us a miner and a fencer anyway for the next section. Got to do this annoying fencer bit again though. Okay, it wasn't high enough for that. Okay, that fails. Okay, don't do it directly at the top. Okay. So try and stop it in a frame where he's got that bit carved out and then it should work. And then stop the basher at the top of the stroke there. And it creates a little nook for them to climb up and open to the terrain. So we need the stacker here because we need to stop the stacker midway when the lemmings can climb up. Wow, this is taking it to the extreme now with the miner at least. Okay, I got really lucky with that fence because it can be quite hard to get that bit carved out correctly. And again, because it's a vertical level, we're having problems with the level not displaying properly. Sorry, the level not... Okay, so when the miner gets to here... No, not quite that bit actually. Next stroke. So when he's there, look, you'll see that the path's actually perfect. So if the lemmings fall here, it's not the worst thing to happen. And we've got to stop the platformer early because of the... Got to stop the platformer early because otherwise it will overshoot the exit and that will be hazardous. Let me just see what happens if that actually happens, because I think the chain link might... Oh no, I think they'll go through the chain link. I thought they'd fall into the chain link, but it turns out the terrain's not like that. Oh well, just ignore me. Anyway, this video is like probably 8 minutes longer than usual, but got the rank done. Well done. Be sure to still check out the advanced training rank though. There are still quite a few tricks and techniques that will help you in your future quests to save the lemmings. Okay, so we have finished the basic training 2 rank now, and in the next video we will be taking on the advanced training 1. Sorry, advanced training rank. There's only one advanced training rank. That's the level number. So thanks a lot for watching, and I shall see you next time.